welcome back to No Man's Land for this survival let's play. We have an absolute ton to do. Loads to do there. You can see we're on 20,837. If I go to... I'll go to this. You can see, by this I mean finances. We basically spent, after the last episode, we spent a couple of hours making nearly 21 grand in wood. So we've cleared that bit over there, and we've also cleared the little bits that, the little trees that sort of were in between where we've done the baling and the bits that we'll be doing next. Let's go on to this view. We've got, I'll show you once we get through the trees, but basically we've got the remnants of one of the trees in the trailer behind us. Be able to see now. What we need out of this is to get, I think it's 22 grand on the nose. That's what we want. So if we can get 1200 for what's in here, then we'll be able to buy our wrapper. If not, then we need to come up with something else. I've just realised that I haven't. The headset that I use, I don't even know if you can hear that. I'm just changing the settings on it. It sort of amplifies the I have it on a setting where it amplifies the voice rather than the sounds on the actual console. And I forgot to do it beforehand. So if you could hear loads of beeping, that's what that is. So we need 22. I was just looking at the used machinery there before we come on, but there's nothing for us. We need to go into wrappers. Yeah, 22 on the nose. That's what we need. If we can get the trigger right. Right. Just 22,346. We're gonna have to leave the trailer up here because we can't take both down at the same time, unfortunately. In fact, I don't think you can. I don't think you can get the wrapper on the front. I'd be surprised if you can, because I think it's trailed, isn't it? Rather than like a windrow where you can pick up. I'll pull around here and I'll leave the trailer in there. I say I think because I haven't used this wrapper. I was talking to Mike Nichols on the what video was it? It might have been the one before this. The episode before this won't be in the video before this, because the video before this would have been a Calmston one. But the No Man's Land before this. And I was saying, because I've come from Calmston, and even on Elm Creek as well, I think, it's been square bales, where I haven't been doing these round bales. So, foil colour. What should we have? I don't think I've used blue before. We'll go with black. That really doesn't matter, does it? Stick with that. That end turner would have been nice, however, I blatantly can't afford it. Right. Yeah, so that's not going to pick up, is it? So the trailer is just going to have to stop here for now. I do need the trailer as well because I need to feed the chickens. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this down, I'm going to come back for the trailer, and I'm going to bring that down, and then we'll be back on. Right, we've picked the trailer up. We'll go back into third person. One of them, and I can't remember which one, but one of the chicken coops has totally run out. It ran out overnight. It's not that one because that's got some in. However, we will fill that one. This one only takes something like 750 litres, something like that. And that field number 4. I don't think it's going to be too long until that's ready. It needs spraying actually. In fact, we've got so much work to do on the fields, it's unbelievable. I can't remember, because I was doing it earlier on. I can't remember if this episode is the one where we open them with a time lapse. I think we might have. We might have time lapsed field number 3. And that time lapse will have been the cover crop getting cultivated in, and then in fact this is definitely what's happened, I'm remembering now. So the cover crop got cultivated in and soybeans got planted, and we need to recognise this, and these eggs aren't helping whatsoever. Let's just spin round. I'm starting to get a good whack of eggs, it's just the price has plummeted. I think we under £1,000 at the minute per 1,000 litres, and that is not what we want. This will take all of that, I would imagine. Yep, every single bit. I'm just trying to find out, because I know I made some notes before. Eggs. So the last time we sold eggs it was at 12.60. And we're currently, I'm sure it's under £1,000. Yeah, it is, 972. So we can wait for that to rise before we sell the rest of them. And like I said, we've got a decent amount as well, so we'll make some money once the price goes up a bit. Let's drop this and get this. So both of these fields need fertilising, or the second application of fertiliser, should I say. That field needs fully turning over, and I think field number 1 might need fertilising as well actually. This looks different now, doesn't it? I swear it didn't look like this when we first cut it. We'll get that off there. I'm trying to have the help windows off as much as possible. Like I've probably said before, I never used them in 19. I mean, we were doing things like our roleplay, weren't we? Which, obviously we don't have the windows open on that. So, I'm trying to get to the point where we're not using them on here anymore either. I mean, there's certain things where it really helps. So, for example, when I'm cutting trees down, it's good having the help window open because it shows which log, or if a log is too heavy to pick up. So I'm not messing about with it. I know which ones I need to cut down and which ones I don't. I also have no idea, because I saved the game and come off it, how many bales we created. But there's going to be a lot more because it's going to go all the way down the bottom. That won't be in this episode because I know we're going to run out of time really quickly, and we need to get fertiliser on them fields as well. Because the last thing I need is that barley grown and us not having, well, it not being 100% fertilised, because we need to keep these chickens running. And I'm seriously considering getting more as well. So I'm recording this now. It's actually the early hours of the 6th, so like Sunday the 6th of Feb. And just in the last day or so, news of the next patch has come out for FS22, and I think I did read it. I just can't remember. I think it specifically spoke about vehicles, possibly different modifications on vehicles. That seems to ring a bell. Or adding modifications on vehicles, possibly. Can't remember. It's the tree glitch we need fixing. That's what we want. I say that's what we want. That's what I want. I need to look as well to see what the timetable was for the DLC, because I remember they put one out, and I know we spoke about this as well because I remember talking about it. I know they put sort of within a quarter, which is what's normally put out. Like I'm big in board gaming as well. I really enjoy board games, and I collect a lot of board games. And obviously different companies in board gaming talk about quarters, don't they? So I know that they can cover sort of a 3-month period, but it'll give us some sort of idea when the first one's out. Because off the top of my head, I really can't remember. I think when I plough this up, I'm going to keep them tracks in. I'm sure when I first cut this, they weren't as pronounced as that. I'm not complaining because I think it looks brilliant. But I can't remember them being as easily visible as what they are now. We're also getting through these bales a lot quicker than what I thought, which is good. We really need to decide what we can do with that as well. That land over there. I don't know whether just to plough it up and grass seed it or not. Oh, I tell you what, an idea that I'm going to put to you as well, and any feedback would be most appreciated. Why didn't that take? Any feedback on how to pick up a bale would be most appreciated. So, at the when the map first came out, there was no place to sell wood. I know that's been changed now, but to counteract that, I had to buy this place. So basically, to set up the game, I had to buy 56, plot 56, and that's where the biomass heating plant went, and the debris crusher, which we haven't used up to now, but that's where they went. As far as the land goes, I haven't touched it. I haven't took any trees off it. Haven't made any money off it whatsoever. What I'm thinking is, if we get to the point where we're going to do productions, and we are going to get to the point where we're going to do productions, because I'm going to carry on going with this map because I absolutely love it. How about we use this land? We still pay for the factories, obviously, but we turn this into our sort of industrial area. So we don't have to pay for the land, but obviously we still have to pay for the factories and anything else. So any paint and any terraform and anything like that. How does that sound? Because like I said, I needed that land to start with, or else before the update that came out, this series, for me, the way we're playing it now, would have been absolutely impossible. We wouldn't have been able to do anything. So that's why I had to buy. I didn't have to buy that plot, but I bought it just because it was sort of the least impactful on the game, because it's right next to the store. So I think that would be a decent idea. That particular triangle, it's plainly not a triangle. You'd think it's like 1:45 in the morning. That particular rectangle, just have that as our sort of industrial area, and we'll make it look different as well. So whether we'll add sort of tarmac, concrete, just to give it that sort of authentic look, I think would be quite decent. But let us know if you've got any sort of misgivings towards it, then by all means share. Obviously the whole point in this, and it's something I've maintained throughout, is I've purposely made this as hard as I can, whilst maintaining a level of, we still have to be able to play the game. Right, should we have a quick count? I'm going to go silent because I can't do both. Yep, not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen unless I can do it from over here. There's no way I could do it from a split screen like that. Right, that's better. I reckon there's about, I can't tell if there's one hiding behind that bush. I think there's 22. But we'll see. Right, let's. Should we leave that here? Let's leave that there. And let's go and see how much fertilizer we've got. Give us 2 seconds. Okay, we've got 665 litres left. which isn't a great deal, but from what I remember, this went pretty far last time. Just going to make sure I'm not going to destroy this, which I shouldn't. Yeah, because I've got the row crop tyres on. Right, bit of a run up. That was pretty much perfect. Like I said, this was desperately needed because this barley is what is keeping the chickens going. And we're out now. We've got no more of it left. Right, let's reduce this. We'll get this last bit done. Yeah, that'll do. I don't mind that tiny little strip down the middle. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time as well. You'll notice I've put the help window back on for this simply because we're changing widths all the time and I need to know what we're on. Right, and we'll do the same with this one because this is the barley as well. And again, we're pretty much spot on there. Try not to run over the eggs. I think at the minute, when we go back up, if we're going to fill the fertiliser, we are just going to have to stick with the 50-pound bags. I don't think we can do much more than that. Right, I think I will take that off. Right, that's been weeded. I remember doing that. This one will need weeding. Yeah, it does. I might quickly do that now, and that might be the last thing we do. Possibly before the end of the video. Because I checked as well. In fact, I can't remember if I was on if I was recording or not when I checked, but silage has gone up. We're at 180 pound per 1,000 litres at the minute, so I'll keep that going, and possibly in the next video, which will be the afternoon of this in-game day, we might be a little higher. We could also do with waiting another couple of hours as well, because there is a trailer that I want. I was going to say we want. There's a trailer I want, and I need some more cash for that. Not much more, but more. To the point where I think I'm going to sell that little one as well. Right, let's see if you can tell where we've weeded in this one. Absolutely not. I mean, I can see the odd one, the odd weed being pulled up, but as far as where we've been, you just can't, can you? We really need to get that field turned over as well. That is going to have to be priority for the next video, I think. Which, like I said, it will be same in-game day, but in the next video. Because I mean, this will be a couple of days in a row that's been sat like that now. But then again, I need to get that new land worked on, didn't I? And like I've also said, until we start improving the size of our equipment, we're not going to be able to do all of it, everything we need to do. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump more towards the end because there's going to be a lot of this. So instead time lapse, and we'll jump towards the end and we'll come back when we're nearly done, so not be long. Right, we're back and we're just about done. You'll see there's the odd sort of bit of green, but I'm not going chasing them. Might be 2 more passes, maybe. Oh, maybe even just 1. I'm hoping by the next time we plant this field, we'll have a stone picker. With any luck. Right, let's get that folded. We will... So the 3 fields we've got planted, no weeds. 2 of them are fully fertilised, this one needs 1 more in it. That needs planting, field number 2. And we need to sort these out. I'm thinking extend this field up to there, keeps it within the track, so it keeps that within the track, and then maybe all this as one big grass field possibly. We shall see. We'll see, but we're going to leave it there because I think we've been recording for quite a while now. So next episode we will try to do something with field number 2. Hopefully sell our silage and start working down into that part of the meadow down there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.